This episode of Fastlane is part one of a trip we took from New Jersey to Nashville to Denver and back for two shows, the first of which was at the Meridian and Malibu Owners and Pilots Association annual meeting. We almost didn't make it because of a hurricane that rattled through the area the day before, and on the way down, we had a couple interesting controller errors which made the sortie a little unusual. It's life in the Fastlane.
I'm John Weisswasser, pilot and drummer for Eaglemania. Follow me as I explore the practical use of general aviation while I travel the country with the world's greatest tribute to the Eagles. This is Life in the Fastlane.
This episode of Fastlane follows the band from New Jersey to Tennessee and then to Colorado in September of 2021. The first stop was Nashville, Tennessee, which we were very honored to be asked to play the Malibu M-Class Owners and Pilots Association annual convention, which took place from the 1st to the 4th of September, with us playing on Friday the 3rd. Due to a show we had in New Jersey the night of September 1st, I didn't plan on leaving until Thursday the 2nd, which was a fortuitous decision, as you'll see in a second. The first hard obligation was on Friday at 3:45 in the afternoon when I needed to be in position for soundcheck, followed by a 7:30 show that night. The second half of the trip was to play Oktoberfest in Beaver Creek, Colorado on Sunday, September 5th. For this, I had to be in position at 9:45 in the morning the day of the show for a soundcheck, followed by a 4 p.m. show. And what this meant was that I really only had Saturday to get myself to Colorado. I was counting on flyable weather, or it was going to be the airlines. Okay, so the overall plan was to fly on Thursday morning to Smyrna, Tennessee, just outside Nashville, and the staging ground for MMOPA arrivals for the show on Friday. Then, on Saturday, fly from Smyrna to Denver Executive for the show on Sunday. I didn't want to chance it with the mountain weather, so I just decided to stick with Denver and deal with the 90-minute drive to Beaver Creek. Then, after all that, fly back to Caldwell, New Jersey on Monday the 6th. What made this schedule a little tight was that I had a show in New Jersey on Wednesday night, and I needed to be back at work on Tuesday. On top of that, if the weather was a problem on Saturday, I would be leaving the plane in Nashville and completing the trip using the airlines. I usually like to have 12 to 24 hours on either side of a trip to budget for weather. That was not to be in this case. Alright, getting right into it. This particular flight was particularly affected by the weather the day before. What was Hurricane Ida, now a tropical storm, had dumped record-breaking amounts of rain over northern New Jersey over the day and into the night before. Weather-wise, what followed behind it was the kind of great September high-pressure dominated fair weather that is typical following a storm like Ida. The problem was that the airport was closed. Actually, pretty much all the GA airports in the area were closed due to flooding. A quick call to Caldwell Ops revealed that most of both runways were underwater and covered with mud and debris, and that they likely would have the airport open by the early afternoon, but there was no guarantee. METARs at 7 a.m. that morning were solid VFR at both ends, and the forecast was just for some mildly gusty winds leaving Caldwell during the day. Smyrna was forecast to be VFR all day. The SIPFIP offered nothing, and the turbulence forecast was similarly benign. NEXRAD was clear of anything, and there was no forecasted convection anywhere near my route of flight for the entire day. So I waited for the airport to reopen, which it finally did at 1 in the afternoon. I got a quick update on the weather, which hadn't changed, and went ahead and filed, aware of the NOTAM at Smyrna, no doubt related to the convention.
Here's why it was a mess. This was all underwater. Apparently all of this was underwater, completely underwater, full of debris, branches, beer cans.
Oh, wow.
The mess at 7 o'clock this morning.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Okay, yeah, back taxi and clear for takeoff, runway 49 Delta Alpha. The things that are most useless to a pilot. Fuel on the ground, altitude above you, and runway behind you. Alrighty.
If you're enjoying these videos, please, please, please hit the like button, or even better, subscribe. I don't monetize at all from these, and the only reason I make them is for the pleasure of giving back and knowing that other pilots and enthusiasts are getting something out of them. And by all means, if you think of something or anything you'd like me to do differently or include more or less of, please reach out in the comments.
Meridian 9 Delta Alpha, contact New York departure 119.2, have a great flight.
Okay, departure so long, 9 Delta Alpha. New York departure, good afternoon, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, 1,400, climbing 2,000, turning left 180.
November 929 Delta Alpha, contact my frequency on 125.5. Your radar contact, climb and maintain 2,000.
125.5 and up to 2,000, 9 Delta Alpha. And 929 Delta Alpha with you.
November 9 Delta Alpha, roger, thank you. Climb and maintain 3,000.
3,000, 9 Delta Alpha.
Malibu 9 Delta Alpha, climb and maintain 4,000.
4,000, 9 Delta Alpha.
In FedEx 1026, turn left heading 270, maintain 10,000.
New York departure, good afternoon, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha is 5,000, climbing 10,000, heading at 270.
929 Delta Alpha, direct park.
Direct park, 9 Delta Alpha. I'll smooth out above these little clouds here. New York Center, good afternoon, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha is 14,000, direct park.
Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, New York Center, roger.
So, when you fly below 18,000 feet, okay, you're going by this altimeter setting, which is the local altimeter setting, all right? So it's a corrected altitude. Do you see what I'm saying?
Completely.
When you go above 18,000 feet, you're flying a pressure altitude, okay? Which is, everyone sets their altimeter to
New York,
the same number, 2992. It's a standard barometric setting. So you're actually flying a pressure layer as opposed to an actual altitude. So whenever you're flying a pressure layer like that, you call it a flight level. So we never say 18,000 feet. It's always flight level 180.
How high can this plane fly?
We're going there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're going there.
28, right?
30.
30.
So when we're below flight level 180 and we're in the 14,000 feet like this or 7,000, whatever, every time we go to a new facility, they'll give you a new altimeter setting. Once you get in the flight levels, they don't give you a new altimeter setting because you're all expected to be on 2992, which is standard, yeah. New York Center, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, flight level 262, climbing flight level 280.
Number 929 Delta Alpha, New York Center, roger. It's pretty close to the same, maybe.
Here we are at flight level 260, listen to Lion Eyes.
Definitely 2223, it sounds like fall 260 and below, it's
Get away from it.
Smooth
We can't get away from it, that's right.
Occasional light stuff.
Currently somewhere over, oh God.
Over Licking River.
We're right at the border between West Virginia and Kentucky. And we've got about another 47 minutes to go.
2223,
Pretty smooth so far.
Level 340.
It's better when we were at 30,000 feet, but whatever.
W2223, flare now, climb maintain, flight level 310.
Climb maintain level 310, W2223.
Can't help yourself.
She's going and she's leaving. She's headed for the cheap side of town. You can't hide.
This is Diane White, the Chief Executive, Head Honcho, President Extraordinaire of MMOPA. So thank you so much for having us. This is like a huge honor. How's the convention going overall?
It's going great. It's been really busy. I think everyone's really enjoying it. but it's all leading up to tonight. This is going to be the funnest thing ever.
So we're sold out.
We are sold out. We have over 300 people here. If you flew into the airport, you would have seen a sea of PA-46s.
Right.
I think over 100.
Like, what do you think has been the big theme this year around?
It's, I think everyone is here. In a way, we're preaching to the choir because people who are safety-minded and safety-oriented want to come and learn more about how they can improve how they operate their aircraft, how they fly, their knowledge, learning about weather, learning about operating practices and upset training. So we've covered a lot of ground in 2 days, and we have about another half day to go.
I know.
So it's been really, I think everyone's really enjoyed it.
Even I was able to participate as a recent adopter of the G1000 NXI upgrade now available for the Meridian.
She's headed for the cheap side of town. You can't.
From a flying point of view, the convention was truly invaluable.
That said, I was with a group of musicians, and we were
Nashville, baby.
So I decided to call my friend John McBride at Blackbird Studios, one of, if not the premier recording studio in the music center of the universe, to see if we could get a quick tour of the studio.
The complex, unassuming on the outside like most Nashville studios, houses 9 studios in which to record, including one of the only 2 rooms in the country in which to mix to the new Dolby Atmos standard.
So this is the...
This is the one by one you're talking
This is the 10,000-page Excel spreadsheet.
Wow.
And those are all 4x8 sheets, 1 inch thick. So 2 sheets for one interval. Took about 6 months to put it all in. No two times are the same length.
John has amassed the largest collection of vintage recording gear probably in the world. Mics, preamps, consoles, compressors, limiters, you name it.
We have 137 Telefunken mic pre's. V72s, 70.
And the artists that have recorded albums at Blackbird is a list as long as my arm that reads like a Rolodex of the greatest artists of the last 40 years in both country, pop, and rock. Buddy Guy, Johnny Cash, Cheap Trick, Greta Van Fleet, Kings of Leon, The Mavericks, Willie Nelson, Brad Paisley, Dolly Parton, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, R.E.M., Rush, J.D. Souther, Steve Tyler, Keith Urban, and Neil Young. Even an Eagle, Don Henley, recorded Cass County, his most recent solo album and a good one, there. $100,000 question, which is that if we do well, will you have us back?
That's not even a question. It should be the other way around. Right. Will you come back?
Oh, you know we will.
Oh my God, absolutely. This
awesome.
Everyone is so excited.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nice.
All right, well, we're now descending out of 20,000 or flight level 200.
Uniform Sierra, read back correct.
Or 16,000. We're about 20 minutes out. And
258
I'm loading the RNAV
the Baron
to runway 01. Hopefully using the
November 258 Whiskey
intersection.
It bears mentioning that Smyrna was not broadcasting their ATIS with their current winds or which runway and approach were in use.
Use the same. We'll talk to you later. November 929 Delta Alpha, contact Memphis Center on 132.9er. Have a good day.
132.9er, so long, 9 Delta Alpha.
Yep.
Memphis Center, good afternoon. Meridian 929 Delta Alpha, flight level 185, descending 16,000, and we're direct destination.
929 Delta Alpha, Memphis Center, Nashville, Altimeter 3001.
019 Delta Alpha, and we're going to request the RNAV to 01.
November 9 Delta Alpha, descend to maintain 8,000 and descend to be level in 6 minutes.
Okay, 6 minutes to 8,000, 9 Delta Alpha. Alright, so 8,000. Alright, so we had 8,000 feet at 1,000 feet per minute. It ain't gonna cut it. So I stuck it in flight level change mode. So I'll peg the airspeed. We'll just drop it. 1,500 feet per minute. Nashville approach. Good afternoon, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha is 8,400, sending 8,000 direct.
Thorne 929 Delta Alpha, Nashville approach, Nashville altimeter is 3000.
3000, we're requesting the RNAV to 01 at Smyrna for 9 Delta Alpha.
Smyrna 9 Delta Alpha, they're landing runway 32. Can you accept the RNAV runway 32?
Affirmative, 9 Delta Alpha.
9 Delta Alpha, Roger, you can expect that.
Wilco, 9 Delta Alpha.
Given that the winds were out of 360, it was a good guess that they might be using the shorter runway 01, but runway 32 was fine. I also asked for the ILS to runway 32 instead of the RNAV just to change it up a little.
2,000 outside of
runway 2 right.
2,000 outside Jopa, 2,000 out of Ox-Q,
0 Golf, expected as approach
at the
runway
bottom.
2 center.
4333, 1 Golf Tango.
Thorne 9 Delta Alpha, just going to maintain 4,000.
4,000, 9 Delta Alpha.
Thorne 9 Delta Alpha, actually just going to maintain 5,000.
5,000, 9 Delta Alpha.
Thorne 9 Delta Alpha, proceed direct to Jopiv.
Direct Jopiv, 9 Delta Alpha.
Given our heading and the greater than 90-degree turn that would be required to turn inbound, according to the rules, I'd be required to do the course reversal procedure turn. I find that in these situations, it's always helpful to confirm with ADC that that's what they want.
And approach 929 Delta Alpha. Do you want me to do a course reversal at Jopiv or vectors to final?
Thorne 9 Delta Alpha, you can expect vectors for the approach, just going to maintain 3,000.
3,000, thank you, 9 Delta Alpha.
Since she advised me that I should expect vectors, and since I was getting close to Jopiv, the initial approach fix, I put the autopilot in heading mode and activated vectors to final. As we got closer and closer, I slowed way down and waited for the call to turn inbound to intercept, which never came.
Go back to me across the course.
This was the first in a series of controller errors that followed. She was clearly a trainee, as you'll see in a minute.
Over to Memphis Center, 128.15. Good day, November 96 Yankee.
According to the AIM, they're supposed to tell you why they are vectoring you across the inbound course in this circumstance. I certainly could have asked, but I had bigger issues to contend with now.
Change of adverse frequencies approved. Squawk VFR appears to be a couple in the pattern there. Use caution.
Traffic, 12 o'clock, high, 2 miles.
Air 929 Delta Alpha, turn right heading 350.
350, 9 Delta Alpha.
Air 9 Delta Alpha, traffic a mile south, northbound, altitude 3,400.
Okay, negative contact, look at 9 Delta Alpha.
Aha. The new voice was the tip-off that she was a trainee. All good, as I knew that there was someone fully qualified watching out for me.
Thorne 9 Delta Alpha, you're 5 miles from Ox-Q, maintain 3,000 till established on the final approach course, cleared runway 32 Smyrna.
Okay, 3,000 till established, cleared for the approach, 9 Delta Alpha. Alright, manual, lights, one more, 3 green. You strapped back there? Yep. 9 Delta Alpha, Ox-Q.
Thorne 9 Delta Alpha, radar service terminated, Smyrna Towers 118.6, good day.
Yes, see it, 9 Delta Alpha. 9.6. Smyrna Tower, Meridian 929 Delta Alpha is inside Ox-Q.
I got it. Number 929 Delta Alpha, Smyrna Tower, continuing bound for runway 32, clear to land, wind 3604, altimeter 3000.
Okay, 00 and clear to land 329 Delta Alpha.
November 06 Delta, you be number 2.
She gave me the wrong frequency there.
On a 3-mile final.
Did you?
Currently at your 1 o'clock,
one mess up after another.
Inside 06 Delta. November 779, turn due southbound, I'll turn you inbound in a second.
Alright,
we're starting it now.
Good.
And November 813, your number
500.
4, calling a Skycatcher, 4.5 to 5 mile final, report traffic in sight. And November 9 Delta Alpha, you part of the MOPA?
Affirm 9 Delta Alpha.
Roger, expect the right turn on.
Wilco 9 Delta Alpha. At all the Meridians.
Minimums.
Cool?
Yeah. They're selling them?
Oh, that's the the convention.
Yeah. This is a convention for all Meridians?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's why we're here.
I thought it was like a pilot's convention thing.
No, it's just for this.
Meridians.
Yeah.
November 9 Delta Alpha, if able, turn right next taxiway on Alpha, contact ground 1-1.4.
Right on Alpha, over to ground, 9 Delta Alpha, so long.
Late to the party.
Oh yeah.
So that's part one. Next, the flight to Denver for a show up in the mountains, which I promise will have some good or bad, however you want to look at it, weather to deal with. Thanks for watching.